Yeah. Yeah. Do you need to get a drink first? I know it's been about like 2 weeks. Had to take care of a lot of things. But hey, I am back. Because, you know, that's life. Let's do more Endwalker content. As the former receptionist and sometimes intelligence gatherer of the Scions, I want to offer you a word of advice. Do not expect juicy rumors to simply fall into your lap. Adventurers rely on gossip. Best places to pick up information are taverns and markets. At present, you only have a broad destination in mind. When you arrive in Thavnair, I suggest you explore your options at NameIsZ Mayhain, the finest drinking establishment in Radatan. Harm the employees, and they'll not only point you in the direction of the local tale tellers, but also share with you the tricks. Oh, excuse me. Share with you the tricks for loosening their tongues. Now, I really must be getting back to running my boutique. Enjoy the journey, Zach, and may fair fortune find you. That's right, I'm decked out in the new outfit. I'm also still kind of enjoying the last bits of my... Huh. Maybe I should do some of the other content that I missed. Oh, I'm picking it. Check testing 1 2. Oh right, I changed the settings on my. That's why it's not like. Oh, over here? Yeah, right there. Should... Military operation. So let's get my assault valve. Wait, all my shit's like except for tanks. Yeah, sure, why not? Still looks okay. Up or down? Down. I just like the running animations with the weapons up. Right, there was a crystal here. Why the fuck did I just run? Why did I just run here? Zach, on behalf of Admiral On behalf of Admiral Losfiswin, I thank you for your many deeds and service to NameIsZ. On behalf of my people, I thank you for your efforts in delivering this star from catastrophe. Unfortunately, we have received troubling tidings that beasts akin to those that plague Radatan have been sighted on the Lanosian coast. The Admiral has mustered the Maelstrom in hopes of quelling the threat, yet there is much we do not understand about our foe, and as such, your expertise in this arena would be a great boon to us. Will you help us? I'll do all that I can. Wouldn't be much of a hero if I refuse, would I? Excellent. The Admiral will be heartened to have your acknowledged and martial prowess on our side. I am certain. Have your knowledge. What the fuck am I saying? Pray, set sail for NameIsZ as soon as you are able. Secretary of a Maelstrom Command will apprise you of the details upon your arrival. Oh. Our man at Radatan told us to expect you. I'll inform the Admiral of your arrival. I didn't join us, Zach. I only wish they were under better circumstances. Grave news from the Bounty has not escaped our ears. Scarce begin to imagine the horrors we have witnessed. Although you and the Scions have averted the final days, blasphemies continue to appear in certain regions, Billbrand among them. Tell them what we know. The first report came a few days ago from one of our men patrolling Skull Valley. He spoke of a fearsome creature unlike any native to our shore. While we had our suspicions, it was only later a connection to the final days was confirmed by a likely source, the Sahagin. Ooh. Oh, 1 second there, my finger feels a little oily, so getting white. Or hand sanitizer. Same white. Same thing at this point. We've been treating their temper for some time now, and many have made a full recovery. Owing to this, some factions are eager to improve diplomatic relations with NameIsZ. It is one such faction that has provided most comprehensive reports and all of their alarming detail. They speak of a most dreadful sight, their spawn brothers transforming into horrific beasts before their very eyes. Indeed, it is far too similar to the incident at Radatan to be mere coincidence. If our assumptions are correct, the first and most formidable of the beasts, a blasphemy, as it was decided we would call them, prowls our waters as we may have been spared the final days. So long as this abomination remains to harry us, we cannot truly say the storm has passed. Fortunately, there have been no sightings of the blasphemy within the city. Nevertheless, if we are to spare our people the horror that befell Radatan, the fiend must be dealt with, and quickly. Despite our investigative efforts, we remain very much in the dark as to the precise nature of the threat we face. Were we to recklessly dispatch large numbers of troops, we'd run the risk of having our own men corrupted. You can well imagine the carnage that would ensue. As such, Admiral Blow has decided to keep those involved to a minimum and lead the investigation herself. And I would have you at my side. What say you? Nod, fist bump, yes. Have my thanks. We'll depart at once we meet with our Sahagan allies and gather what knowledge we can. And we might devise a proper plan of attack. They are due to arrive at Southern Tide Gate soon. I'll go ahead and wait for you there. Admiral has arranged for a meeting to take place with our Sahagan collaborators at South Tide Gate. Cool. We'll pass our agreed upon meeting time, but the Sahagan are nowhere to be seen. Never goes well. They do not seem to be the sort that breaks their word. This bodes ill. Let's leave this place to the guards and search Halfstone for any sign of them. What is that thing? Creepy as fuck is what it is. Hole's in danger. Quickly to his aid. Oh, I'm not fighting that? Okay. There's a combo already. He did the dumb. Many thanks, Shore Walker. Pray tell, my companions safe? More or less. Admiral Self comes to our aid. Glad tidings indeed. You two have my boundless gratitude for saving my life. Let us quit this place before those beasts return. Relieved to see the both of you safe. And there will not come to our rescue when she did. I shudder to think of what would have happened. But still alive. Good. But now if we stay out here too long. Hide, quick. Thank you, my friends. Those ghastly beasts have made short work of us had you not interfered. And yet it brought me no joy to watch them die. For, unbelievable as it may seem, until a short time ago, they were none other than our very own spawn brother. At first, we thought them merely cursed, but our talismans and magic availed us not. Aye, 'twas no curse, 'twas an evil like no other. Innocent souls transformed against their will into unholy beasts called blasphemy. Blasphemies? Pray, tell us more. That'll be your area of expertise, Zach. It's depression, yo! You become depressed or nihilistic, you become a monster. Congrats. That's pretty much speed running life. Nothing's worth it. Turned into a beast by the power of despair? This is horrifying indeed. Thus far, the phenomenon here in Lanosia has been limited to the Sagan. Why is that? I cannot say. It's a wonder if the crushing tide are involved. I know not of this crushing tide. One of them has yet to reach you, I see. I'll begin with the Indigo Matriarch, the queen of our kind, was stricken with a grave malady. Oh shit, here we go. Tragic as this was, there was one small solace. She was not fond of shorewalkers, and so, deprived of her leadership, more of my kind came to see the wisdom in making peace with Limsa Lominsa. There remains, of course, those who would oppose our cause. They formed a group called the Crushing Tide. Even now, they seek to summon the Lord of the World anew, consign all finless ones into the briny deep. However, they lack the crystals necessary to do so. Denied the power they crave, they can do naught but gnash their teeth in desperation. You suspect these feelings of helplessness are are the cause of their transformation? So, those of our spawn brothers who had turned into those beasts have been fraternizing with the Crushing Tide. Despite our differences, we cannot abandon our kin to such a cruel fate. Yet, we must be careful not to drive them to still deeper despair. Yes, we must consider the situation carefully, as we begin destruction upon all our kind. Tell me this, are the Crushing Tide even now under Leviathan's thrall? If freed from their drowned state, might they not listen to reason? Or only so simple? All but a few are long since cured. They walk this path of their own free will. In that case, they may yet be dissuaded from their present course. For the sake of our nascent alliance, we will do all we can to save your brethren. Fortunately, a most capable ally stands with us, but this man has bested many a formidable foe, including Leviathan. The great Zag Omegas in the flesh, honored am I to stand in your presence. Together we will weather this storm and usher in a new age of harmony. This I swear. There's much to be done. For now, let us return to our homes, prepare as best as we can for the trials ahead. Should we discover aught of value, we'll be sure to share it with you. I ask that you do the same. Indeed we shall. Until such time, I watch over my spawn brothers and pray no more succumb to the change. Again, onion ring while we're waiting. Yeah, Admiral has told me everything. Thank the navigator that you were there to dispatch those terrible beasts. Welcome back. Thanks to you and Noel, now possess a proper understanding of the challenge we face. Daunting task that lies before us. We need to cooperate with the Sagan to learn all we can. Once we have located the blasphemy, I will have need of your strength. So then, I ask that you remain at the ready. Clearly the storm clouds have only begun to gather. Go for another. Timing could not be better. The Admiral has just this moment returned from meeting with the Sagan. I shall inform her of your arrival. Ah, Zach, I'm glad you're here. We've decided on our next course of action. As you know, we face two distinct but interconnected challenges. Transformations occurring among the Sagan may be one, but the blasphemy itself is the root of the problem. Thus far, those who have succumbed to the change have all been affiliated with the crushing tide. Those who continue to risk our diplomatic efforts sorry. The question who continue to resist our diplomatic efforts. Were we to put a stop to the phenomenon, as well as address their grievances, we may have yet a chance at peace. To that end, I would propose a double-pronged approach. On the front, we shall work in tandem with our Sagan allies to redouble our patrols. Blasphemy surface, we share this knowledge and move immediately to dispatch the threat. At the same time, we'll pursue dialogue with the crushing tide. We need to bring them back to the negotiating table and see that what can be done to convince them to stand down. Key point will be no doubt the lingering issue of securing land for their spawning ground. This is a discussion I intend to approach with an open mind. It will be no easy task, but we succeed with the kobolds. I have faith that we will succeed with Sagan as well, so long as we parley in good faith. I can only hope the crushing tide will share that. You're wise to temper your expectations. Why not abandon hope ere we try? At any rate, Noel has sent word that one Dao, a priest who styles himself the leader of the crushing tide, has grudgingly agreed to hear us out. We'll parley with him in face-to-face with the Sapsa spawning ground. Would have you at my side. No object, that is. Excellent. In that case, pray join me at South Tidegate when you're ready. From there, we will go together. Prepared, are you? That is not known for his patience. We must take care not to incur his ire. I was told he would be at the spotting grounds upon our arrival. It appears he has been delayed. Let us speak with the Sagan here. Perhaps one of them will be able to shed light on what may be keeping. One more thing, I come here as a representative of Limsa Lominsa on a diplomatic mission. Should the talks deteriorate and things come to blows, I cannot be seen to bloody my hands. I trust that you understand. With that, let us be off. So I'm fighting everything. Okay. What do you see anything? Do you say anything? That's where about. Okay, not really. You don't really say anything. Is this since when are filthy shorewalkers free to intrude upon our sacred spawning grounds? Pray forgive our intrusion. Seek an audience with Speaker Dao. Where might we find him? We'll do no such thing, shorewalker. You have not forgotten what you did to Lord Leviathan. Be gone. Won't get much out of this one. Let's try elsewhere. Every moment you linger here sullies our sacred home, shorewalker. Be gone from this place before I spear you through the heart. Why do you trespass in our domain, vile shorewalker? We mean you no harm. We come only for a peaceful parley with your leader, Master Dao. Where might we find him? We desire you no parley with the shorewalkers who would steal our home. Were not for your insatiable selfishness, we saw again would grow and flourish. Your grievances are justified. That is why I wish to speak to Master Dao. Work toward a peaceful solution. Shh, empty words from the thieving shorewalker. But so be it. Soon you shall learn of the futility of your efforts. Speaker Dao is currently overseeing security at the spawning grounds. We'll find him by the entrance. So mark my words, we'll wish you hadn't. Jesse, thank you for your aid. I'm going to seek him out if you like, but do not expect that he will listen to your empty promises. What's up, buddy? Doorwalkers are spawning grounds? What do I owe the displeasure? How did that stop and look like it? Those are some huge ass barnacles. I wonder, do they eat them? I'm like thinking like gooseneck barnacles too, which are considered a delicacy. But they're like super hard to farm. Speaker Dao, I presume. Our apologies for entering into your home unannounced. I'm Melwib, Chief Admiral of Limsa in the Zakonek. I'm seeking a parley, that we might strive for peace between our people. Parley, you say? Prolonging this conflict any further will lead only to needless suffering. The menace both our peoples face is great indeed. If there was a time to set aside our differences and come together for the greater good, it is now. I invite you to join us at the South Tide Gate for formal negotiation. Doorwalker and Saigon coming together? What assurance do I have that you will not slit our gills the moment we set foot within your territory? I can offer naught but my word. We open our gates to you and invite you to our home as a show of respect. I do not trust you, Doorwalker, but let it be said that Dao of the Crushing Tide. Let it never be said that Dao of the Crushing Tide was a coward. I accept your offer, but attempt any treachery or subterfuge, and your people will drown in their own blood. Very well, Master Dao. I look forward to a productive discussion. Let's return then. I shall send word to Noel as well. I would have our Sagan allies join us at the parley. Know this, Shorewalker, not because of your words sway me, but to show my spawn brothers that Tao the crushing tide is no coward. Okay. Thank you for joining us here, Master Tao. The air here sickens me. Be brief. Alright, let's get straight to the heart of the matter. Common threat looms before us, one more powerful than any primal, and with the potential to bring death without end to both Sagan and NameIsZ alike. Circumstances called for swift and united action. You doubt our intentions, but I remind you that we have liberated many of your kin from Leviathan's enthrallment. They and countless other Sagan have joined us, of their own free will, that we may ensure the survival of both our people. Aye, by their deeds have the NameIsZ proven themselves worthy of our trust. Master Tao, you and your crushing tide want only to secure a future for your people. I say to you that this can only be done by confronting this threat together. Threats? Threats? What is this threat you speak of? If it is unity you crave, then submit yourselves to our command. As these serpent reavers, they can only be shorewalkers. I deign to call you friend. You would ask us to willingly surrender ourselves to the Lord of the world? I do. For that and that alone, I will ensure peace between. Preposterous. We propose not alliance but servitude. This way lies nothing but death for all Sahagin. Do you hear this, my spawn brothers? The shorewalkers have stolen this one's mind. He decries Lord Leviathan, and espouses the lunacy of our sworn foes. These treacherous wretches have abandoned our god, conspire to drive we faithful from our ancestral home. We cannot, we must not let this stand. For shame, forsaken by our spawn brothers, they side with the finless ones, blaspheme our Lord Leviathan. They who steal our spawning grounds and slaughter our children, our future, our future. Behold this blessing. Lord Leviathan grants us greater and greater strength. Would call this a blessing? Such horrors. Flee, flee for your lives. The beast makes for airport. I leave this place to you. Who the fuck is this? let's just trash that. Splendid, splendid. Let all our spawn brothers be blessed with such power. So, it's not blasphemy, it's just a guy taking advantage of the whole thing. At least I think. If anything, I was thinking of the blasphemy to be the spawn mother. Oh, dang it. This is the second time you saved my life, Shorewalker. My gratitude is as boundless as the sea. But what's of the Admiral? We must go aid her. What a horrific sight. Well, it's too late. I'm sorry. There's no need for apologies. You are not responsible for my people's plight. But what I cannot fathom is Dao's response. How pleased he was to see his brothers become slavering beasts. The fool believes it is a blessing from Leviathan himself, and hope for a peaceable solution will be lost should Dao and his crushing tide manage to wield these transformations as a weapon against me. I shudder at the very thought. And yet, the true threat, the blasphemy, is still out there, yes? Just so. The first ones to transform are those who have fallen to the depths of despair. Deepest depths of... are fallen into the deepest depths of despair. The more painful their anguish, the more fearsome and formidable they become in their bestial forms, the greater their influence over others. I could scarcely hope to stand against a legion of foes, but that there was more my people could do to help. I'll have the Maelstrom patrol the seas for the blasphemy. We might slay it with all due haste. But this may be well amount to naught. The blasphemy too was born from a Sagan. It could be sheltering in the depths beyond the reach of our ship. In that case, pray allow my spawn brothers and I to serve as your eyes beneath. Think you know? Well, through our efforts combined, we might yet weather this threat. As for your brothers who gave their lives today for our cause, I shall see that they are returned home to be laid rest as they deserve. You have my gratitude, Adam. With that, we should return as well. There's much work to be done, and I would see it done quickly. I must take my fallen brother. I was just sharing our findings. So you see, the danger is exactly as the Asahagan described. While Dao and his ilk have no means of forcibly triggering the phenomenon at present, it is plain they intend to seek one out. Redouble our patrols ashore, and inform me at the first sign of anything out of the ordinary. Shall be done, Admiral. I worry that we may be stretching ourselves too thin, did the situation take a turn for the worse. I will recall our forces from Garlemald, yet I would reserve that as a last resort. For now, I must get to work securing the reinforcements. I ask that you remain close by. We may have need of your strength all too soon. Damn man, fanatics are crazy in every era. Yes, crawfish tails, that's... I still have like leftovers from a meal I have here. Admiral left a message for you, and it is not good. Here's how Livingston merchant was assailed by a Sagan raiding party affiliated with the Crushing Tide. Further complicate matters, the vessel in question was carrying a shipment of crystals supplied to us by the kobolds of Ogamoro. The Admiral suspects that Dao means to use the plundered crystals to summon Leviathan. She has gone to meet with Noel that we and our Sagan allies might take swift action. She bids you join her immediately. Should the worst come to worst, your experience in combating primals may prove essential. Pray, make for South Tiger and rendezvous with Admiral over there at once. I don't know how to say her last name. We'll keep calling her Merlwib. That at least is easier for me to. All of the calming sea. Thank you for coming, Zach. The situation is grim. The Crushing Tide plundered one of our trading ships and seized a goodly stash of Ogamoro crystal. Their aim is clear. It appears they yet lack the quantity needed to perform this summoning. Now longs for the days when every Sagan cried out for Lord Leviathan's deliverance, and will stop at nothing to seek them return. I cannot fathom what the Crushing Tide are thinking. What satisfaction, what happiness can be found in giving over their hearts and minds to a false god. So we must thwart their designs, and lest the bonds we have forged be forever broken. By the same token, we cannot ignore the blasphemy, nor the transformations its presence may bring about. A battle on two fronts, neither of which we can commit to in expense of the other. As we sailed into the eye of the storm, I would hear your counsel. What course of action would you... I will turn to the three great pirate powers for aid. Let's recruit the Yellow Jackets. Like a job for the heroes. A couple of years are kind of washed up. As it happens, I've already enlisted the Executioners, the Krakens, and the Sirens to the cause. They've done much to bolster the Maelstrom's efforts to scour the seas for the blasphemy. So if we're to seek for reinforcements, we'll have to turn elsewhere, but to... the Company of Heroes, maybe? They're the next possible ones. The Company of Heroes? Now that's not a name I've heard of in some time. It's true that they answered the call many a time. Indeed, other than you and yours, there are arguably none better suited to the task of primal slaying. Well, they disbanded over 5 years ago. Neither hide nor hair has been seen of their commander since. Absent their leader, I suspect they will be reluctant to join our cause. And yet, I can think of no better option. I'll contact Weiscat, their erstwhile commander's right-handed man, and see if he will not hear us out. I'll ask him to meet us at the Drowning Wench. Let's hope he is receptive to our offer. Cole, I trust you and your brothers to continue searching for the blasphemy in the meantime? Of course, Admiral. If we discover anything, you'll be the first to know. We're not. My Spawn Rose and I will keep our eyes on the crushing tide in the meantime. I'll reach out to Weiscat, former first mate of the company, and see if he is willing to meet with us at the Drowning One. Pretty good shot. Apologies for the delay. Phone? And here I swore 5 years ago that I was done playing hero. Hey dude! Been a while. Could someone explain what this is all about? Believe it or not, I am a respectable man with respectable obligation these days. Uh-huh. Take that pole arm out of your arse, old friend, and stop pretending you're not still a murderous bastard at heart. Watch with the wicked tongue of yours, Uod. Let's skewer it and prove you right. Nothing like reuniting with dear companions over a bottle of the Wench's finest vintage. That is why we're here, right? Shaw. Long time no eye catch, Uplanders. Reflux is tummy tickled to see God be friends again. Thank you for assembling on such short notice. Bar us the pleasantries, Admiral. Why are we here? I make a simple request. Reform the company of heroes and lend a Limsa Laminsa your strength. The reason, I'm sure, I would hear it. Man, I haven't seen these dudes in like fucking forever. Like a realm reborn. So there you have it. A terrible fiend known as a blasphemy prowls our seas, transforming the Sagan into ravenous beasts. At the same time, the Sagan themselves, specifically a hostile faction, calling themselves a crushing tide, had declared their intention to summon Leviathan anew. Should they succeed, we would be hard-pressed to deal with the primal while still dealing with the other threat. Right pickle indeed. But the answer is no. The commander disbanded the company, and as his first mate, not my place to gainsay his final order. Stop that, I say. Have you forgotten our company's creed? The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. Are the people now in danger not the same men and women we fought to defend years ago? The commander would not have turned his back on them, and neither should we. Bold words, Landanel. Do you truly believe we can honor them as we are? Old mercenaries past their prime, lacking the commander, whose wisdom and prowess saw them to glory once upon a time? Ah yes, your commander. What if Zach here were to lead you in his stead? Surely you will not question his abilities. Wait, what? An intriguing proposition. I, for one, would not be averse to serving under such a decorated hero. Skog, Gobby friend has goodly head for fighty think and goodly arms for thinky fight. As ringing as an endorsement as any, but I would hear it from the man himself. You believe you are capable of leading a company of heroes into battle? Give you the stones to follow me. Better battle than a banquet. Oh man. Better battle than a banquet. Still nursing that grudge, are we? I suppose we still owe you a dozen favors. If you're still willing to lead, we'll follow. Yeah, you had me fight so hard for fucking cheese. 5 years to the day, truth be told, I was enjoying the more leisurely life when duty calls. Wait, before we proceed, I must ask, have we no way of reaching out to the commander? Forgotten how he took his leave, have we? Up and vanishing so we could each find our own way? Apart from him and the company, I doubt we'll see him again, much as we could. I wish we could. For that matter, hand, the missions you will undertake. First, you are to aid us tracking down the blasphemy that roams the sea. Second, you must prevent the crushing tide from summoning Leviathan at all costs. Oh, is that all? And here I thought we might get our feet wet with a real challenge. But in all seriousness, we should take care to decide who attends to what. Sounds like a job for our acting commander. I'm sure he'll give it all due consideration. I was getting skeptical, but I for one have little doubt you'll prove a worthy commander of the company of heroes. Scott Brayflux happily gives a hand lending to Uplander. The others may gripe and groan, but not me. I'll be the first one to admit that I missed the action. Please think twice before assigning me to the same group as Landeno. I don't know what's worse, his tendency to wave his lance in people's faces, or all the shouting bustering he engages while he is doing so. Phrasing? Have we finished with all the logistical nonsense? I'm eager for a taste of old violence. So if I understand this correctly, we're to bring down the so-called blasphemy. Of course, to do that, we'll need to find the damn thing first. We've also got to prevent the crushing tide from summoning their god, Leviathan. Tall order in and of itself. As acting commander, it's your job to decide what we'll be doing what based on the skills we each have to offer. I'd recommend that you start by having a chat with each of us, that you might develop a sense of the strengths and weaknesses, mostly strengths of course, the storied veterans under your command. Wait, am I really gonna have to do the organizing? Not just... This is not like decided story-wise? Okay, Landonel. My specialty ask? Why impaling fiends with this lance of mine. The stronger the foe, the better. None are a match for me. It would be folly to waste my talents on dealing with those slippery fishmen. Let me get this so-called blasphemy. I'll have the things on a skewer before they can say Merlu pools food something. He is eager for the blasphemy, so I'll give it to him. A wise choice. Send Landonel after the Sagan, and he's like to help them summon Leviathan to sate his bloodlust. Oh shit, yeah. I will speak plain. I am not some battle-crazed barbarian like Landonel. As known of the Yu, a tribe of peerless hunters, I conduct my affairs with discipline and prudence. As such, I know better than any to rush headlong into the battle is rarely the best course of action. Far wiser it is to observe from far and proceed with caution. Preventing the summoning. Very astute, if I do say so myself. There are few better suited to the task of averting needless bloodshed than the famously circumcised Nun. As you well know, my vision is somewhat lacking these days. I could still defend myself when necessary. I'd rather it not come to that. My condition also leaves me rather unsuited to scouting and searching. It wasn't always the cause, but such is life. On the other hand, I like to think I've gotten quite good at the sounding of the intentions of others during negotiations and the like. Well, summoning. You've seen a keen sense for these things, more so than reconnaissance or battle. Shamani has a knack for knowledge behind the scenes to see the company's goals achieved. Shka, Brayflock's master remaker of the Illuminati treasures, offers much hand lending with ingenuity. Parsing spyglass sees far into ocean deep. Crackfires go boom and the blast beats go into itty pieces. Scouting and explosions. Logical choice, if I do say so myself. Brayflock's mastery of tools and armaments are sure to avail you in tracking and felling that. Seems everyone has their assignments. I dare say the choices you made are nigh impeccable. If I didn't know better, I think you've been leading us for years. Huzzah! With that, it is time to get to work. I procured link pearls for one and all, and you can each keep each other praising your progress. You may pick them up from Maelstrom Command. We best be off then. Should we have need to regroup or reconsider our strategy, call for us. I'll return to command and share these developments here with the Secretariat and our Sagan friends. Do join me if you can, Commander Zach. Who the hell are you? To oversee the communications between you and the company of heroes. First, to the Neon Link Pro. Pray speak with. I just finished briefing the secretary. She has something you should find useful. I'm gonna turn on the fan because it's starting to get hot. Ow. I was like, the Admiral has apprised me of the situation in full. British Zach with a link pro, yes? Of course, Admiral. It seems the company is trying to reach us. Well, the commander, just give the word and I'll come running. Lower your goddamn voice, will you? Watch your tongue while I'll track you down and rip your R's out. You sound more like mortal enemies than old companions. That's where Zach comes in, trusting you to whip them back into shape. Make them a force to be reckoned with. The Secretary can contact you if there are any developments. I'll convey them to the entire company by link pro, but we cannot afford to anyone taking reckless action. Meantime, I'll reach out to Noel and see what he has gleaned about the crushing tide in their hideouts. Let's hope for good tidings, Commander. Na. Grave news, Zach. We've just received word that Keep Quay is under attack. It seems that the crushing tide has struck again. The Admiral asks that you deploy the heroes at once. Our man here will act as your signaler. The company's heroes is awaiting your order. Keep Quay? Both London and Uno should be close by. What are your instructions? London is a hot warrior who lives for the thrill of battle. Who is calm and calculating. Both can serve you well, but better if assigned to attack suited to their skill. Priority to citizens, keep them safe. Oh shit! Let's just redo that real quick. I didn't mess up. What are you talking about? Lionel will drive the crushing tide away. And you take everyone out. Get everyone. You know, my colleagues haven't grown rusty all the years since we expanded. New flaxes with treasures go boom. Fast fishermen to bitty bits. I was just getting warmed up. Going long enough, Karen. Not that I'm complaining. More fishermen for me to skewer. Why not the tires re-ebbed if you follow my meaning? More or less. Perhaps you're curious how your men carried out your orders. We're pleased to hear that Londonel led the attack with his characteristic aplomb, dancing amongst his foes with such speed ferocity that they were dizzying to watch. Hey! None made full use of his talents, leading the rescue effort. Not a single man, woman, or child suffered so. My doubts at first, but you passed your first trial as acting captain with flying colors. Yeah. Because I totally didn't redo that at all. Battle's over, I see. It's good to see the company of heroes can still live up to its name. I demand answers. Why did you target Candlekeep Quay? I spit on your questions, filthy shore walker. Was hoping we might do this easily, but insist. You would torture us? You shore workers are all the same. Savage brutes, the lot of you. Torture? Please. Not so uncivilized as that, my slippery. Great flocks of shiny and treasure will have a fishman trading in tongue flaps in no time. Sorry? Allow me to explain. Kahame and Lomani and Brave Fox are well practiced in the art of interrogation. Lomani has a sharp mind, I'm sure you've noticed, and a knack for getting information out of unqualified types with a minimum of fuss. Brave Fox, on the other hand, her methods can be unconventional, to say the least, but it's hard to argue with the results. I'm sorry? What do you mean by unconventional? Lomani is my man. Free Flux, I choose you! Oh no. Oh no. Fuck. I want to keep peace, so the money. Of course, Commander. What should I get him talking without so much as lifting a finger? Oh. They tell me you're kind of particularly fond of Nausian oranges. Aren't you a glass of delightful orange wine brewed from our latest harvest? This is another glass, Shorewalker. I demand it in return for the crimes you have committed against my spawn brothers. A mere glass, my friend? Why? I'd be more than happy to offer you a full bottle, nay, an entire cask, if you provide us with the answers we seek. You have a deal, Shorewalker. Or a cask of that blissful beverage. I will tell you all of my secrets. Okay, that works, yeah. What the? What's up with my emote? Did it glitch out? That thing glitched out. Yeah, it's not defaulting back. I'm gonna try to restart. What the fuck? Okay, that's weird. One moment. Okay, that was weird. Or I guess my fan is like being picked up on the microphone a bit too much. Again, I ask, why did you target Candlekeep Quay? He himself gave you the order. So we must establish a foothold in preparation for our assault on the city. He means to attack Limsa Limsa itself? Well, with your numbers, that would be folly. Speaker Dao commands power beyond the comprehension of you four walkers. We have dealt with a Leviathan before. Must understand, Speaker Dao says it is a greater power still. Very first being blessed by our Lord. Blasphemy. Tell me where Dao is. An island far to the south and east. There he performs the rite that will summon forth the Divine One and deliver my brothers and I to glory. Thank you for your cooperation. I suspect that Dao is hiding out somewhere in the Gildalius, a deserted island. I don't know much about this so-called blasphemies. Can they truly be tamed so easily? Nope. I have no evidence they can. We must operate under the assumption that Dao must have found a way. I will ready a ship. Set sail for the Gildalius at once. Prepare yourselves, and meet me at the docks as soon as you are ready. I have Shermani and Brayfox continue the interrogation in the meantime. Our friends here might still be hiding something. Brayfox, keep watch eye on this. Don't you worry, Brayfox and I have the situation under control. are also eating something. An enemy stronghold. Never forget that they have the advantage. I don't know what blessed me from a hole in the ground. I know that I'm ready to kill the bleeding thing. Hey, he's enthusiastic about it. Let's see how the blessed ring likes my axe between. Here? Good. Maybe we can conceal this and search for Dow's hideout. Our friend Noel will be waiting for us there. Blessed ring too may be present. Be vigilant and keep your weapons at the ready. Commander, have any words for our men on the eve of battle? Do the strong. For one. Do the strong. To protect the weak. Don't make them relive some of their glory days. Meet again, Dow. Where's the blasphemy? Tell us now so we may end this match. Oh, it's a big one. Ooh, that's a big one. Speak of the bloody devil. There it is, the dread beast I saw beneath the waves. Source of our woes. Echo of all the times. Seriously, I don't know why. Defend the commander. Especially as handy as his power is, it really picks the wrong time. Bring grave tidings, my queen. Wretched shorewalkers poison the minds of my spawn brothers with false words and foul. Our poor beguiled brethren renounced Lord Leviathan and named him a false god. They treat with Liminza, and some even call for an alliance. Must summon him, that the lost might receive of his. This I would gladly do had our stock of crystals not run. Spawning time's nearly upon us. You fight and bicker amongst yourselves. How am I to birth a new brood when my children grown stand divided? Who dares enters the sacred chamber? Forgive my intrusion, Queen. I speak with Asagan, who in accord with the shorewalkers. A new age is upon us, but we needn't turn to false gods, or foment a bitterness and bloodshed in our precious spawning ground. Shorewalkers have changed. They endeavor to understand us, share these lands with us, so they may have peace, and we our spawning ground. Would this be true? Lies, lies! Do not be deceived by that one's delusion, my queen. He is a heathen who has strayed from the Lord Leviathan's land. Shorewalkers are oath breakers, now and forevermore. As they extend one hand in friendship, they clutch a dagger in the air. You're a beast in their eyes, deserving of naught but slaughter. Oh, for a blessed moment, I felt the fates' hope. You're right, Dao. They're demons. You're damned. God damn, fanatics everywhere. Fucking shit. Oh, for woe, my poor children have lost their faith. Their minds poisoned by lies, they turn away from the Lord of the world and cast their lots with the enemy. 'Tis so, my queen, 'tis so. You have no choice but to abandon our sacred spawning ground. The ocean's floor, rot and decay. Now, dearest of mine, you tell then what you have found. How can I bring new life into this world, knowing that my brood will have... Oh shit. I can... What's happening? Please, my queen, you must calm yourself. Ah. So, this fucker is the responsible one for everything. Such power, such beauty, a blessing from Lord Leviathan himself. Up and at him. This is blasphemy, eh? I can see what all the fuss was about. Have your wits about you? Good. If you can fight, now is the time. Strike now, my queen. Send the shore walkers and their honorless leader to their death. Oh shit. Oh. What's happening? I can't feel my legs. Why, mother? Are we not your children too? Yeah, you stupid fanatical fool. And we can't weather another blow like the last. Huh? I'm sorry? Who was that? I still don't know what in the seventh hell just happened, but I'll be damned if I'm going to go down without a fight. Lady, the beast is feeding on our aether. Will not survive a head-on fight. No, Uod, remember the company strategy when faced with overwhelming odds. Retreat, retreat, let's get ourselves the bloody hells out of here. That's a good strategy. Willing to bet that was the previous commander that fired that gun. Is that him? When no path to victory can be found, flee and fight another day. It may not be the kind of approach that make a bard sing your praises, but it's kept us alive, and that's tough. So that was a blasphemy. Intriguing creature. For the first time in many summers, we find ourselves with a worthy foe. Face to face with that damned beast, and I could barely lift my spear. 10 micro words that bastard fish is going to pay. Were the other beasts that we faced also once my spawn brothers? No, I cannot bear the thoughts. That's pretty cool to have damage on the shield. I wish we could have that. Damn it all. We'd have better luck holding back the tide. How goes it, friends? Is what I would normally ask, but judging from the muttering curses, I gather it did not go all that. Nope. Barely escaped with their lives. To think the damned beast had the power to stop us in our tracks. Literally. What do we know of the creature's origins? Was it once a Sargon as you suspected? Mayhap the echo afforded Zack some insight. It's their queen. Because Dao decided to fill her with despair. Dao's villainy knows no bounds, sowing seeds of despair in our queen mother's heart. She might transform into that monstrosity. But she was the first to turn, and there was nothing deliberate about it. Still, it's clear that his words served as a catalyst. We killed the blasphemy, though it'll be tantamount to killing the Sahagins' queen. That's not going to endear us to them one. I cannot turn my spear against the mother who birthed me, let alone take her life. Out of curiosity, did anyone see who fired that shot? If not for them, we'd all be dead. I know not, but we must formulate a plan, and quickly. My scouts tell me that the blasphemy has left the island, now roams the open sea. Those two dudes definitely know that was the captain, the commander, wasn't it? I will order them to continue the search. In the meantime, we must find a means to overcome the beast. Leave that to us. Time and again, we've used our wits and experience to triumph over the longest odds. To defeat your enemy, first you must know your enemy. Tell me, Commander, what do you reckon was the most valuable knowledge we are initially? Blasphemy is a Sagian Queen transform. Blasphemy has the power to absorb ether. That's the most important part to me, combat-wise. I concur. Now that we know how the beasthood disables its foes, we can use this knowledge to devise a proper defense. But that is not all for all we have learned. While the blasphemy can maneuver through the water, it also frequents caves and the like. Our best chance of defeating it would be in such a place. Our only chance, I dare. I'll send scouts to identify any and all large caverns and coastal areas that could serve as shelter for a massive creature. To ensure the safety of our people and to have any hope for peace with the Sagan, this is a battle that we must win. All your strength and wisdom will be needed in the days to come. Come, let us share our findings with the Maelstrom. Journey jet. Now that we have seen what the blasphemy is capable of ourselves, it is more plain to me that than ever that it must be slain. Reach out to all trade ships entering and departing Lumsa. Inform them that any signs of the blasphemy have to be reported to the Maelstrom Command at once. Understood, but given the beast's abilities, how do we intend to overcome? I trust that the company of heroes in Zack, experienced primal slayers, all will find a way. And yet I will leave no resource untapped. There is one more whose expertise I would call upon, if he would. VODs is at a loss of his former commander's whereabouts. Or mayhap Ainzar could offer some guidance? No doubt though you're still fatigued from the battle with the blasphemy. Pray, rest while you are able. When we are ready to take further action, you will hear from me. Till then, take care. Heck, I wish I heard bad news for you, but the blasphemy continues to elude us. You hear me, Commander? It's Wisecat. I have an idea on how we might take down the blasphemy. Meet me in Costa del Sol as soon as you are able. Sounds promising. I'll tell the Emerald you'll be away for a bit. Godspeed and stay safe out. Costa del Sol. Why here, my good old chum, buddy, pal, friend? Apologies for having come all this way, Zack. Ever since our encounter with the blasphemy, I have been racking my brain to find a way of dealing with its effect. I've come up empty-handed and my companions fare no better. I started thinking, if only our fineness was still with us. Who's had a knack for noticing what the rest of us meant. I was so sharp he could spot a foe's weakness with a single. Thanks to him that we were able to slay both Leviathan and Titan and live to tell the tale. Grub is a bit eccentric. Yes, I know you could say that about all the company. But unlike us, he prefers to work from the shadows, truth be told. I've not seen him since the day we disbanded. I doubt he'd help his old comrades if we asked, but an order from the company's acting commander would be a different story. In our heyday, we had a way of reaching him. Whistle at the forked road, and sooner or later, he'd show himself. Didn't matter when, winter or summer, in broad sunlight or dead of night, we'd always be watching from afar. Any luck, he still is. I've rambled long enough. Go on now. This may be our best and only. Whistle at the fork road and let's experiment. Here I was enjoying my retirement. Why'd you have to go and bloody whistle? I don't think I've ever met you. Call me Lawrence. I'm the company's resident sharpshooter. At least I was in my day. No need to tell me who you are. I've been watching you for quite some time. Don't get the wrong idea, I'm just curious how my former mates are faring. Not as curious as folks were about me, though. First Wisecat, then old Mistbeard himself. If it wasn't as if those codgers could ever catch. Now yours the storied arrow summons me forth. No need to say why. You're going to ask me to help take down the blasphemy. I'm not asking you, I'm ordering you. Have you forgotten the duty of the strong? Oh man, who to pick? Order. Wise Cat said in order. Okay. You drive a hard bargain. I like that. Who am I to refuse an order from the company's acting commander? So tell me, acting commander, what specific duty will you task me with? I trust you do have a plan. I'm kind of winging it here, hoping for the best. You need a way to neutralize the beast's most potent attack. I can tell you like getting up close and personal with your foes, so you'll be needing support from a distance. Who do you suppose might be best suited to that role? You, of course. Damn right. Our eyes are amongst the keenest in the realm, as you've doubtless heard from Wise Cat. Pure marksmanship, none in NameIsZ are the Admiral's equal. And Merylwhip is ill-suited for a supporting role, not for lack of skill, of course. Rather, come to think of it, there is something you should know. Follow me. I'm sorry? Like a hero watching over the people. Quite the view, wouldn't you say? I have to come here to admire the sea. If you would, indulge me for a moment and I'll spin you a yarn. Just try not to doze off. I can only promise to try. Back in piracy's golden age, the League of Lost Bastards ruled the Rotano. I was one of them, as was Merylwhip. We were led by none other than our old man, Bofius Blosfrin, the most feared captain in the IC. I mean, I guess it makes sense that Merylwhip was a pirate. Feared by his enemies, that is, stern and unforgiving that he was, took me under his wing and showed me the ropes. I think it's surprising that Merylwhip was even associated with this, with the other guy. Aye, he was like a father to me, to us all, till that fateful day. It was in the year 1562 of the 6th Astral Era. But Lemons and merchantmen were struggling with the nigh constant raids by the side. Around this time, Blosfris had yielded to the day-to-day leadership of the bastards to Merylwhip, his pride and joy. He was still growing into the role, though, and everyone knew the old captain was still calling the shots. Old Blosfris had a noble streak he did, orders to defend the traders from the fishbacks. Merylwhip led the effort. We fought day after day to keep the fight was fierce, but we always came out of the place in one piece, until we didn't. Until after a skirmish, a Sagan survivor, with his last breath, summoned forth the Lord of the World. Great beast toppled our mast and cracked the keel with it like an egg. We clambered aboard the merchant ship as our own ship sank. Not to do but wait for the end, but then come Blosfris and his bleeding flotilla out of nowhere to pull us out of the fire. And he did. But the League of Lost Bastards would never be the same again. For even though we escaped with our lives, we soon discovered that Captain Blosfris Our iron-willed, unwavering leader had fallen under the Leviathan's thrall. Oh shit. Of course, in those days, we didn't know much about drowning or tempering. Didn't know what to make of our captain as he grew more haggard by the day. His words devolved into mind-crazed rambling. Then one day he vanishes, taken off with half of our men. Not long after, a band of pirates calling themselves the Serpent Reaver and taking prizes in the Indigo Deep alongside the Sagan. At their helm was none other than Captain Blowfist, who'd cast his lot with the fishbacks. Merwip said Nope knew what had to be done. Regret it? Didn't shirk from the deed. He acted quickly, sneaking off under cover night with a skeleton crew without so much as telling me. Of course, that didn't stop me from stowing myself in the cargo hold and joining her on the voyage. She was none too happy to see me at first. Wanted me to leave me out of it, said. But seeing as I made myself known when she was struggling to fend off a horde of reavers and fishbacks, it wasn't hard to win her over. The twin muskets fell in one after the next. My sharpshooting kept her safe from afar. Cut a path to the center of the isle. It was there we found Blowfist, or rather, a miserable wretch he'd been reduced. All bones with skin shriveled and tangled. Eyes bulging from his head like a fish as he prayed to the Merwood challenged him to a duel, and a dim memory must have flickered in his drowned mind, for he accepted. And so, with only me there to witness it, Merwood ended her father's life. Legal Bastards would have lived up to its name if it weren't for Merwood. He assumed full command and restored us to our former glory. Not long after, she triumphed in the Trident, was named Chief Admiral of Lim. After thinking back on that day, seeing her charge into battle, muskets blazing, might seem reckless to some, but that's how Captain Blowfist taught her. She knows no other way. Damn, she's a badass. That's why I made it my job to support her from the shadows. That's a role in which I'll happily serve again. I owe that much to her old man. My only doubt was whether you, my friend, were worthy of commanding me. But watching you from afar has answered that question. Tell Weiska and the rest of the no good companions that Lauren stands with them. Did Lauren show himself? Yep. Yippers. Aha, now there's a surprise. I had some hope that your words might reach him, but I never did I mention he would agree so readily. Just one thing, Zach. I'd appreciate if you didn't mention Lauren's involvement to the company. Landonell in particular. They'll find out soon enough regardless. At any rate, this gives us new hope in our battle against the blasphemy. All that remains is to set the snare and lure it for our clutches. Our scouts are on the lookout for the creek. If the latest reports are to be believed, we are drawing ever closer. With that, I best get back to it. I trust you to report these latest developments to Maelstrom, then until we meet again, Commander. Hope it works. Search for Blastbeak continues, though I understand if been carrying out an entirely different. Marks by the name of Lawrence, the Admiral will be pleased. First, we won't have much to call for skills until Blastbeak is found. Next, we'll prepare yourselves in the meantime. Lawrence, that ring a bell. Despite our best efforts, the Blastbeak continues to elude us. For the time being, we try to jump. I have an incoming communication from Wisecast. We snared ourselves a blasphemy. But leave our erstwhile companion Real to think, knowing that the creature was once the Zogin Queen, he kept a close eye on the spawning grounds. Turned out we spied a massive black shadow moving beneath the water not so long ago. After receiving word, Shmai Lamai redirected the Nostrum warships into the state and heard that the beast with cannon fire into the Sasha Sea Grot. Isolated as the Sea Grot is, we can engage our foe without putting small folk at risk. Any words for your men, Commander? Company of Heroes, assemble! Be the strongest, protect the weak. I have to. And tell me twice we've been aching for a rebound. Blindly, and it'll go as poison. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll show up just in time to see me kill the killer. Now, can we not save our vitriol for the quarry, which have lured to the perfect spot, is now waiting patiently for all of you to put it out of its misery? Reflexes. Yes? Huh? A band-aid? What happened?
It's not.
Hey, Daddy? Uncle has some. What's that good? What's that good? Kind of cut always. Rather, it's just that it sings sometimes, but it doesn't. Oh. Doesn't have regular band. No. Need another band-aid, let Uncle know. Okay. Ow. Okay, sorry about that. My niece needed a band-aid. She cut herself on something. It was only a small cut, so that's a good news. Brave Fox's copy booms blast over big blasphemy into bitty pieces. A motlier crew you'll never find. Will serve you well when the battle is joined. Believe you me. Railwhip, I will ready warship at once. Assemble outside the wench once you've seen all seen to your preparations. The time has come. I shall pray for your victory. Oof, you know what? I'll be right back in a second. Okay, I am back. Play. Oh, but I think I went the wrong way. Who? I don't know why I got confused with the map there for a second. Zach, the others should be here long soon. The blasphemy is still contained within the Sestasha Seagra. There it will meet its end. Navigate it with. But that my brothers and I could join you in the fights, and that, blasphemous though it may be, the beast was once our mother. I understand all. Forgive us what we must do. Were there a means to reverse the transformation, we'll do all in our power to bring your mother back. Sadly, there's nothing left of her to. For the future of the Sagan and Laminza alike, blasphemy must be laid to rest. When the deed is done, I'll bring your brothers, crushing tide, aboard the great ship we call Bilbrand. I do not want to slay your mother, but this thing she has become, a mindless beast who would enslave and kill, is an affront to the memory of who she is. It is not her, it is not. Remember this always. Must. Oof. Considering what Merylweb's been through, yeah, shit. Will not risk you to shoulder the burden of matricide. When the time comes to strike the final blow, I will do the deed. Admiral, all you say is true, yet. Commander, I've sighted a group of fishbacks crushing tide most like, and straight for the Seagrot. They best make your way here, and fast. Time to move out then. Any words for your men before we set sail? Don't go down on me out there. Today the blasphemy falls. Don't go dying on the job now. Our new commander sound more like the old one. Wait, I am? Shit. I didn't know. But enough talk. It's time to show the realm that the company heroes hasn't lost a step. Aye. We'll stand in a better chance of slipping past the crushing tide if we split up. Jack and I go together while the rest of you take a different route. Let us brook it no further delay. To Sestasha. My queen, I beg of you, pray show your loyal son mercy. Ah, no, Dal, you deserve this shit. Fuck you, man. The Indigo Beast. That's Dal. What's left of him? Speaker Dal, why would our queen do such a thing? It is as the shorewalkers say. What we thought a blessing is in truth a terrible curse. The horror, we must away at once. And leave the shorewalkers to face their queen mother alone? No, I will stand with them. Oh shit, hell yeah! Look at this character growth, man! Good on them! You mustn't sully your hands with the blood of your mother. Go and be with your kin. Go. Forgive me. I was beginning to think you wandered off a cliff, Lawrence. Must you be it like that? Must you say it like that? I prefer to think of myself as fashionably late. God, she's hot. But we're not talk. It comes. Let's see if I remember the samurai rotation here. It's been a little bit. Comes Rakata on you, Lawrence. Me. What weakness is Ape Smut? I could have done that. Alright, there we go. Rorg. These goes, I reckon you can do it too, Acting Commander. Yeah, let me do it then. For my children. Oh shit. About time you guys fucking made it. Man, this thing is beefy. Keep hitting, guys. Ooh, fuck. Ray Fox feels ouchy. Just work fast. We stand with you. Oh! We for use we feature for the Indigo Deep. Oh, and the crushing tide. Let's stand as one, my friends. Hell yeah, brother. Oh, Jesus Christ. Holy shit. That's pretty cool. It's still standing. Still standing. Okay. Okay, it's finally calmed down. Shit. I got concerned there for a second. I'll not ask for your forgiveness. This I promise. You will be remembered for the mother you... Admiral, I have no word. Damn, right between the eyes. The Queen Mother returns to the depths in eternal slumber. Your strength, you crushed us easily. Why did you spare our lives? The beasts and blasphemies are born from the despair in our hearts, but no more break the cycle. Though doubt may have been blind to it, I believe in a future where Sagan and Liminson live in harmony. Even after losing who she was, your queen made for your spawning grounds, and it is there she drew her last breath. When your next queen is crowned, know that she will still have a safe place to raise her young. Once you have selected a super location, NameIsZ will recognize and honor your claim. Promise for which we are grateful, Admiral. But what of the other peoples of Vil? The kobolds are open to the idea. The details will need to be negotiated, but I am confident we can reach an agreement. Pagan, Kobold, and Lominton alike yearn to abide in peace. And make it so. I never fought for alongside shorewalkers before. I must say, felt good. We have fought our neighbors for generations. There's one us only suffering and tragedy. I beg of you, lay down your spear. Shh. It will take time and effort to bridge the gulf between our people. But bridge it we shall. He's trying to sneak away. I dare say, we have a lot of talking to do as well, don't we, Commander Lawrence? Oh shit, he was the commander. Landon, if you just allow me to explain. Let's be off before they drag us into this mess. That's nice. Wow, they're just fucking laying into him. Crazy, I know. Fighting with Gobby friends gives Brave Fox good feels. At last, it's over. We can take pride in the respite we've won. We must never forget those who could not be here with us to enjoy. Wondering where I was during the battle? Well, I wasn't slacking off, if that's what you were implying. My duty was to protect the ship to ensure our safe return. Truly. Oh, I understand. Not everyone's a frontline fighter, but you're still part of the group. I dare say that Blasphemy was the most formidable foe our company has ever faced. I must further hone my skills, lest the next enemy prove too tough for us to handle. Who invited this bloody bastard anyway? Oh there, good to see our acting commander hale and hearty. Forgive us what we have done, Queen. Why did we ever believe that monstrosity was what fools we were? Perfect timing, acting commander. Must save me from this bloodthirsty bastard. Well, Lawrence, let's hear your excuse, and it better be a good one. Why in the Seven Hills were you skulking about in the shadows while we did all the dirty work? I don't know, like you, I'd be any happier if I'd show myself sooner. I can hear your whinging now. What, you didn't think we could handle this all on our own? I'd be bloody furious regardless. Don't think I've forgotten what happened, or rather didn't happen, on the day of our duel. Even though the future of the company hung in the balance, I waited and waited and waited some goddamn more, and still you never turned up. I've got you now, and I will have satisfaction. Given Lawrence's penchant for late arrivals, I couldn't help but worry too. Say he couldn't find what would be an understatement. And not by choice, as usual. My scouts observed him roaming near Casa del Sol not long ago. It would seem our commander's woeful sense of direction has not improved in the least. Oh shit, he has terrible sense of direction. I'm honestly surprised you never realized, Landonell, that was to blame for his extreme tardiness. That the commander did indeed arrive at the agreed upon location for your duel after the sun had risen and set a half a dozen times. Navigator, take me. Somebody, you promised that would say between the two of us. Brayflox, you would have a kind word or two for your old commander, don't you? Shit, this guy has like worse sense of direction than Zoro. Oh wait, no, Zoro has the worst sense of direction of all time. Commander Lawrence, Commander no more. New commander, friend to Gobbies everywhere. Does many sweat works for Gobby kind. And there I thought you were too much of a coward to face me in. Come now, Landonell. You know me better than... Oh shit. Then it's settled. You fight here and now, on your guard. Put that thing down, I say. You could hurt someone with that. Phrasing. He pounced and kicks the ground. Hard to believe he was once the glue that held this merry band together. That's right, if you hadn't realized the obvious, Lawrence is our former commander. Forgive me for not stating it plainly sooner. I didn't want you to think we doubted your leadership. That his quirks, but as you saw, he's a force of nature on the battlefield. Yeah, I think we can all say that your stint as acting commander has been a rousing success. I reckon it's time you give your final order. Company of Heroes break band break once more. Ray Fox never liked party with Copy from. You're here. I may have my complaints, but when we're together, a good fight's never far away. I hardly need a company or a commander to get you there. And should Limsa again be in peril, there's nothing stopping us from rising to the occasion. Though then, you're all strong enough on your own right. Why not serve the weak in your own ways? I think they could do that. It's time for me to do what I once did. Give your men final orders and send them on their way. Last it's over, we can take part in this fight. One. We must never forget those. We had quite the turn of duty, but all good things must come to an end. Any parting words that we go over before we go over a separate way? Give Garagru my best regard. Now finally, enjoy some semblance of peace. At least as much peace as a man can enjoy wait put on the Lord of Costa del Sol. It may have been rough sailing at times. I rather enjoyed serving under you, acting commander. Well, got something to say to me? Let's hear it. Here's what. Turn to the wares and keep the murdering to a minimum. As if you need to tell me. I'll enjoy the diversion. I know as well as any that my true place in Gridania is leading a respectable life. May not have been the perfect commander, but 12 as my witness. I hope to fight by your side again. Farewell. I wait your orders, Commander. Look after the brave nun. I have no responsibilities. I have responsibilities. I tried that once for my guidance and protection. I can ill afford to tarry here much longer. Nevertheless, it was some regret that I take my leave. For all their faults, of which they have many, they are my companions, and I will miss them Well, let's hear it, Commander. You owe me a bottle of your finest Bacchus. Indeed, indeed. I mean to return to Wineport as soon as I've tied up a few final loose ends here. Speaking of wine, I've always preferred the older vintage. Love to sleep in the barrels for many a summer, come out tasting better than ever. One might say the same about our own. Bravefox wants busy work. Bravefox awaits Uplander's lip flaps. No more cheese wars, please. Bravefox feels heavy heart, but accepts Unlander's bossy word. Bravefox had good times and happy feels with copy friends. But good times will come again, and when they do, new boomsticks will bring blasty doom much fastness. Fucking cheese wars, man. Now that I ought to be on my way. Be away again, are we? You're a creature of habit. I resented you for it at the time, you know. But I think I understand now. Ready to shun fame and not serve as an example for glory seekers too eager to fight and to. You're overthinking it. I'm a creature of whimsy, a man who lets the tailwind carry him where it will. But more importantly, this new age belongs to the new blood. I've had my day in the sun. If you succeed in brokering peace with the Beastmen, there'll be no need to worry about primals, and the company can go into permanent retirement. And then I can say I did right by the old man. If you hadn't been there for us both, I don't know if I could have pulled the trigger. Thank you, Lawrence, brother. Hey. I did nothing. It was you who shouldered the Captain Bluff's burden, and that of the entire league. Sorry, Merlwood. I know it hasn't been easy for you. I dare say you've worked hard enough. Maybe us company folk aren't the only ones in need of retirement. But I've said too much. Lawrence holding his tongue. Gods, you have changed. But yes, my greatest test as Admiral still lies ahead, as we steer the great ship Vilbern towards a new future. And you truly are your father's daughter. I hope you have my thanks. I owe you my thanks, too. Dare say you did almost as good a job keeping my men to task as I could have done. Called a hunch, but something tells me our paths may cross again. But forgive me if I carry on like I've never seen you before. Unlike my old friend Mistbeard, I prefer to keep my past in the past. And with that, I'm off. Take care of yourself. The blasphemy is no more. We will never know lasting peace until the crushing tide agrees to lay down their arms. It will be a daunting task, but as we saw in Satasha, they are not beyond reason. I will do all in my power to see that your efforts and the sacrifice of my brothers were not in vain. Forgive us. Even after being freed from the false god's thrall, still we clung to our hateful beliefs. It was easier to hearken to Speaker Dow's every word and turn a blind eye to the harsh truth. Easier and cowardly. I will return and speak with my brothers of the crushing tide. I will tell them our Queen Mother's sacrifice, vision of hope you have shared with us. I ask not, I ask only that you give us time and trust us to make our own decision. You have my word? if you would not be averse. Let's return to the spawning grounds together. Adventurer, I have no words to express my gratitude to you, or I will repay you the only way I know how, by doing my part to usher in an age where Shorewalker and Sagan stand as one. Just us now, it would seem. Ever since we achieved a measure of peace with the kobolds, I prayed that this day would come. Though it is, of course, only a beginning. Negotiations must be held, and words exchanged in earnest will invariably lead to flared tempers and bruised egos. But such things always accompany meaningful progress. This history of Vilbrand is one of bloodshed. We have the power to change our ways. After all, it is clear we are united more by our similarities than we are divided by our differences. I will share what I have seen of the Sagan with my fellow Lumenson, and listen closely to their doubts and concerns. For it must be a harmony not foisted upon them from above, but one which they aspire to each of their own free will. No doubt Noel and his brothers feel the same. Again, they have come to NameIsZ's aid, my aid, at a time we needed it most. When we next meet, I hope it will not be as Admiral and Adventurer, but as friends. We have trading war stories over ales at the Wench. But for now, I must return to my duties. Draft reports and decrees is hardly the most exciting part of my role, but it is a necessary one. If you had to pass through Radatan, ready to share your exploits with our delegate there. Dallas seems to be interested to hear your first-hand accounts. One day I will lay down these muskets of mine for good, but not yet, Father. Not yet. Na 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 na. Take your turn. Pray tell, what news from my homeland? Extraordinary, and a chance to at peace with the Sagan. These are heartening tidings indeed. Without doubt, you have helped to dispel the all despair that once hung over all of Vilbrand. Our people now bask in newfound hope. I will share news with the others. Full glad I am to hear that the threat to NameIsZ is no more. Thank you again, my friend. Zach, are you? The little mistress told me to expect. She said she'd be along shortly herself, but speak of the devil. Tataru, what the fuck? Oh, Tataru's way into this. I thought I'd dress light for our voyage, given the notorious humidity of the southern isles. I trust everything is in order, Baldwin? I just Just give me an hour, and when you're ready to set sail. You've nothing to fear where we're going. Not since any marauder with an ounce of sense in them hung up their axe. The old island sanctuary business came from the admiral reckoning we need something to do now. Piracy's off the table, matter of fact. Just look at me. Well, a stand-up citizen ferrying folks around. Any road, you're packed rather light for an adventure of this sort. You do realize you're responsible for bringing your own tools and supplies. Not to worry, we'll procure everything there. Yo, what now? How in the hell do you plan to do that? Oh, I have a little something in mind. Let's just say the idea was good enough to land us our permit. That's so? Well, best of luck to you both. I'm sure you're just itching to see your new domain. So, fill you in on all the juicy details once we've arrived. Make your preparations. We leave for port the moment you give the word. We will wait for you on the ferry. Island Sanctuary now accessible. Just lighties. It's pretty light. Boy there, lad. Where can I take you? Travel to my island. The Tataro's standing on the top right there. Jack, look towards the horizon. Beautiful, isn't it? Oh, damn, I missed it. Still a good shot. There's nothing like a sea voice to rekindle the adventuring spirit. So, what do you think? This Untamed Isles is yours to cultivate as you see fit, or not, as it were. If nothing else, think of it as your own personal hideaway, a not-so-secret one. This place is fucking huge! This is mine? This is all mine? Oh, shit! The refreshing caress of the wind and soothing whisper of the wave are liberating. I've been looking forward to joining you here. Now, this may come as a bit of a surprise, but the isle was once commandeered by a band of pirates and used as a supply base, fortunately for us, to a group of years ago. The isle has since largely returned to its natural state. As you all know all too well, Earlweb's never been one to sit around idly. She's had her eyes on the Sildalis, formulating plans for island settlements for years. As the sense peace has settled throughout the realm, she finally decided to put those plans in motion. Chosen few have been permitted to become keepers of private islands in this vast archipelago, and you're one of them. My industrious idea of procuring all materials needed to be settled to your locally struck struck a chord with the Admiral when she read my proposal. So much so that she was happy to grant me a deed. You'll be handling the said procurement, I hope. This is not exactly a one-man job. Do not worry, I've arranged for ample assistance. I shall happily introduce you in just a moment. You'll need to follow me toward the charming little clearing I have designated as your base of operations. If we simply clamber up to the slope ahead, proceed along the path, we should soon bump into, well, you'll see. Oh, it's a fucking mammoth. Okay. I got so confused for a second. Allow me to introduce you to the felicitous Furball, the leader of your team of helpers. Well, 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 if it isn't the owner himself, it shall be my pleasure to advise you, whether you desire it or not. Oh yes, I think we'll get along just fine. In addition to our feline friend here, I took the liberty of preparing a variety of other mammoths to assist you with construction and development of the Isle. Pleased to know that they are the latest and greatest models developed by one of the most brilliant minds in Charlian. I heard that a professor of the studium was searching for a means to make use of his advanced automata. To make a long story short, I made him an offer he couldn't refuse. I managed to acquire all of them for the unbeatable price of free. I'm sorry? As I understand, the mammoths were produced in secret, whilst the Forum formulated plans for the mass exodus. Intended to be used as laborers on distant stars to help in constructing a new home for the people of Aetheris, it seems all reason for their existence vanished when the threat of our star was erased. Oh! Ah, okay, so these are the cultivating methods. Okay. As you can imagine, the professor was quite conflicted over what to do with the remains of what may have well been his life's work. But after some negotiation, I convinced him to entrust them to us, and on the condition we share the data retrieved from development on the Isle. Further, while I know it sounds like an ordeal and a half to procure all necessities from the land itself, there is ample practical justification for such experimentation. You see, the Admiral's vision is for the people from all walks of life to have access to these island sanctuaries. My idea might be just the most effective way to accomplish that. If one has the capital to hand the purchase of the materials and equipment needed for such bold endeavor, it is a simple matter to subsist safely and comfortably in a remote location. But that limits potential keeps to a paltry fee. What of those without such funds who simply wish to enjoy nature and live off the land? We must prove that such a feat is possible, and assist in providing these would-be Isle keeps with the knowledge they need to succeed. Only then will these islands truly be sanctuaries. So I can make it my personal home or make it into a production island. Fret not, Mistress Tataru. With authentic Charlian ingenuity and know-how at my claw tips, this simple-minded individual, despite the enhancements in vocal organ design, the mechanism still gets stuck from time to time. I'm sorry, you can speak normally? Goodness, that's a relief. If I should leave you to probably get acquainted or return to see fruits of their partnership when they're ripe for the picking. For now, enjoy your own personal paradise. Cultivate the land or explore, the choice is yours. Well, I'll be doing both. Yes, welcome to the island. Give the word, and when you finish ogling the surroundings, I prefer to get on with the sordid business sooner than later. I should also very much like to discuss the matter of my payment. Payment? I mean, that was the island secretary of a party member, free company member, or friend who has unlocked a feature. I speak with Baldwin in the Moorbury docks. Will be unable to visit island secretary if the owner has forbidden access to the island. There's no one on the isle in question, or if the isle in question has already reached its maximum capacity. Always be an acquaintance with the home world if you are island secretary. We invite party members, free company members, and friends to visit your island secretary once you have reached a sufficient stage of development. Okay. Oh, job, class / job restriction. Gratitude. With unexpected by engaging. That's a survival. Sure. Okay. Hello, Zach. I may call you Zach? Well, I will anyway. Before we get started, I want to make it very clear, while you may be the owner, I command the mammoths. As such, I demand a considerable sum. I would hate for us to get off on the wrong foot. That settled, beyond this slope lies a clearing which I believe would serve as a base of operations. Let's give it a look, shall we? This is huge! Jesus! Fine place to set up shop. Would you not agree? Yes, I think it will do nicely. Now, while it has much potential, this clearing is currently as bare as white baboon's buttocks. We'll need some form of shelter from the elements if we are to truly make something of the place. The Zatara has told me of your exploits, but I think it's safe to assume chopping down a tree with your bare hands is outside of your repertoire. I could, well, not with bare hands, but yeah, I could chop down a tree. I'd ask you to, if we could, we need tools for the delicate work of this snake. As such, the first order of business will be to craft yourself a hatchet. You'll need 3 palm leaves and 2 stones and branches. Follow east along the side. You may first foray into the wilderness to procure them. Should you get any funny ideas about exploring the isle, out to leave me out here, waste the time in the rain, go find my twin, the furious furball, waiting for you instead. Where you go, I have something for you. It's called the Isle Keeps Index. They'll keep track of your projects here on the isle. Can't have you running about watering mammoths instead of plants. That should be all for now. Safe travels. When you're here when you need me, if I've disappeared, it's because I've been mauled by a wild animal, I assure you. Up to 15 adventures. Man, this is pretty beautiful music. Oh, man, I'll have like me like a small time investment. I'm gonna enjoy this. I've yet to see anything gatherable. Do I need to switch classes? They don't attack. Can I fly? Well, aircraft, but Jesus, I have fucking fast speed. Oh, I have to enable gather mode. Okay. Oh, it's further away. Excellent, you collected everything. Now we can move on to crafting a very first tool then, a hatchet. While you were out there gathering, you do A little more than scavenge and operate here and there from trees, yes? I'll change in just a moment. Hatch in hand, you may hack away at as many trees as you like to your raw timber. The brilliance of the hatchet's design my own making, mind you, is that even a non-mammoth like yourself can craft with it. But on your own two non-mammoths. Isn't that wonderful? I've uploaded the blueprints for the design to your index. Go on, make the hatchet. I'm pretty much just Minecrafting it. This is Minecraft Final Fantasy version. Yes, that is indeed hatchet. With it, you can now collect all the logs you could ever want or need. Move on to the next phase, shelter. The hatchet of yours should be good to cut through even the thick bark of a palm tree, meaning you can now collect palm logs, a material vital to our soon-to-be built haven. First building we make shall naturally be the most important, as it will be the very foundation of our base operation. And seeing as I have a gift for naming things, I think it best we leave matters of nomenclature to myself. I dubbed this essential facility the Cozy Cabin. Yeah, it works. Works. Oh, my poor back. Goodness, I'm due for a healthy amount of grease after that ordeal. Anyways, I've prepared the land. You'll need to prepare the rest. Check the log board beside me. Review the materials you'll need for the cabin. As we're building a cabin this time and not a tool, the amount of materials required are a magnitude above what was needed before. Take your time collecting them if you must, but not too much. And meanwhile, I'll round up the other mammoths in preparation for constructing the cabin. Begin ordering them around. You know what? You know what I do best. I'm hoping we increase gathering speed as time goes on. Or the amount of materials gathered. Oh, it actually chopped down the tree that time. Ooh, what do you give? How far does... Oh, it returns me all the way over here. And then... Not bad for a first project. And then communications for the aisle protect those of the... Alright. Before we go to the moment... okay. Final physics. Visual downpour. It's a bit rough around the edges. I'll give... It's home. Typically your home. Why get fussy about the details? Rest your head on the aisle cot, call your friends over, or use it as you wish. Taking the liberty of calling a few of my own friends over, in fact, and I think you'll find them most charming. Provide services you will undoubtedly come to find valuable. Items. Which can aisle for various activities within Islanders priorities can by selling materials in your island inventory. Pricing order. Hey. Oh my god, there's so much shit to buy. All the glamour options. Doesn't look like I craft any of these, so they can only buy these here. They're not market prohibited. Probably find these on the market too. Ooh, a new glamour option. Let's see it. Yeah, I prefer the child. Not bad at all. Okay, I could, all these I could sell, right? Okay, so that's selling, this buying. Okay. I got so confused here for a second. Getting late. Was yourself already? This island receives a dreadful amount of sunlight. That's desirable for growing crops. If cultivation is your sort of thing, I suggest you speak with my subordinate, the produce producer. You'll find the indolent oaf no doubt loitering about north of here. Find some excuse to not do any sort of work or privilege reserved solely for myself. Cropland, it may now be unlocked. Speak with the producer in the north of the hideaway to begin your aspirations. I'm sort of busy here. Looking at the grass. It's quite green, I've noticed, and you're to clear the area, aren't you? The ridge. Yeah, clear the ridge. Oh, well, right then. Let's get this over with. Cropland ready. Look at me jumping with excitement. A fault in the programming, to be sure. Anyway, are you happy now? There's a cropland. I've even got some seeds for you to sow. Once they've been planted, make sure to water them. Oh, if you have questions, I suppose I can answer. Plant seeds. Policies in sow mode. Water crops using water mode. Thanks. Oh, I see. Can you hear that? The sound of burgeoning life budding in the soil? Me neither, but I thought I'd ask. Anyway, you're welcome to plant more seeds here whenever you like. Crops require time and water to flourish with produce. Bereft of moisture, they will cease to grow. Crops can be watered after it has. The harvest and produce yielded by fully crops with gather mode, or alternatively dispose of undesirable crops in the cull mode. Alright, service. Sure, you look to crops yourself, but if you for some reason deny yourself of, and I can, if we must, help you look after the crops. If the cropland has hardly reached the size you're unable to handle, and I hardly have a so-called team. Therefore, I can hardly offer such. What I'm hearing is you're a lazy little shit. It's been all 5 minutes, and you've already had your fill of tilling the land. What productive little bee you are. I had you under my employ. Anyway, let me think of another way to make a constructive use of your time. Hey, do you like animals? My brother asked. Of course you do. You'll make fast friends with a creature comforter, another support of mine, and one who prefers the company of animals more than its own kind. Find the curious fellow standing across from the produce producer. Ah shit, look at the time. I should cut it here now. Whoever watches this, thanks for watching. If you do see this on YouTube, those will probably be uploaded to my VOD channel. NameIsZ VODs. For the full unedited clip. While on the main channel will be the edited clip for anything that was, necessary or story-wise. Something like the whole role quest thing. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.